All right. Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I'm ER Wolf. I'm joined with my partner here, Guy Toole. We're with Elify, and every Monday we get on to talk to you about what we call sprint planning. So we talk about a process, Guy, all the time that's a repeatable process, that's a system that people can follow. And when they do follow that system, it produces predictable results. And that's really what our Monday sprint planning is all about. It's about setting ourselves up for success for the week. It's about taking and looking at that big picture of what we're trying to accomplish in the long-term goal, and then doing a status check of where we are currently and where we're going to get in forward progress just over the next 7 days as we work towards that goal. So that way we don't have to get overwhelmed with all the remaining progress left to achieve our goal, but only what we're going to do this week to make forward progress. And then at the end of this week, we'll recheck our status and we'll lead into the next week. And it's about taking that sizable goal and chunking it out into sizable chunks that we can accomplish and be focused on.
Yes, definitely. And, from that standpoint, we've got 2.5 weeks left of this month, and the first quarter is already done in 2021. And I think that puts a lot of things in perspective. I hear people all the time, well, when I start doing things in 2021, well, a quarter of it's already over here very shortly. So making sure that you prioritize that time and effort you're going to be putting into your main business, your side hustles, whatever those may be, but making sure that you're making forward progress throughout the week. We provide progress for you to get involved within our platform. We've got trainings every Tuesday, and that's on Shuffle itself with Kathy on the platform. Go to Elify Insiders on Facebook to be able to find the schedule of what time. She always switches those on Tuesdays throughout the weeks to make sure that we hit all time zones and it works for everyone, because then we're also international. And then every Wednesday we've got EGI training, that's business training with Michael and Edwin. The great information that's always dropped in there. I let a lot of people know on Friday with Founders, these types of things aren't always going to be free. They're available now, but take advantage of them while you can. From the standpoint of this business training, you got two of the premier trainers in the world. Just had a great conference training over this last week down in Dallas. Texas has opened back up. They had a client reach out to them and say, how fast can we get in-person training done? And they got it done over the end of last week. So there's huge value into those trainings. And then we get back into Friday, and it's Friday with Founders with ER and myself. And then Saturday mornings is the opportunity for you to bring guests to learn about Elify. I think there's a lot of people who are starting to, be open to what's happening within this platform. They're starting to listen to what digital marketing platforms are, and systems, processes, networking, referrals, that there really is huge value, and that we're bringing some great things here from our platform. So that's every Saturday morning. You get the opportunity to sit and listen to Michael and Edwin talk about what Elify is and how it can benefit you. So those are some huge things that we always do every week. We'll have additional things happening probably this week as well. We'll be releasing a new feature to the market. We're extremely excited about that. We're going to slap beta all over it, so we all know that there's elements to be refined. But I think there's a lot of people been looking forward to the release of it, and we're excited to see the value that it will be bringing to each and every one of you, from the simplicity of doing it, having it done for you, a done for you platform. So we're excited about being able to bring some of those things. So, throughout the week, just gauge where you are in moving your business forward. We get to Friday ourselves, ER and I, and we do a retrospective on what got done, what didn't get done, and what gets moved to next week. And when we say what gets moved to next week, it really for us means what gets moved to tomorrow on the list. The 9 to 5, when you're running a company, 9 to 5 really is what people say and hear from from a lot of people, but it's more of the midnight to midnight type thing when we start get rolling. But we're excited about some of these new things and new features that our ambitious development team is working towards, and what we will be able to bring to everybody here in the year 2021.
Yeah, and Guy, to your point, look, this is the status check, guys. This is what we do every Monday, right? So let's look at what we have going on for the week. Those things that we have going on every day, whether it's today, whether it's on tomorrow for training, Wednesday for training, Thursday for just getting out there and sharing, Friday with the founders, or Saturday with the discovery call. That's that process that repeats. So make sure you're leveraging each of those items because they have an intended purpose. I think the other thing, Guy, as we talk about 2021, as you highlighted, we're almost 1/4, 25% done with 2021, everybody. Ask yourself, are you 25% closer to achieving your 2021 goal? If you're not, ask yourself, what is the gap between where you are today and getting 25% of the way to your goal? And do you think you can close that gap, catch up, increase your speed over the next 2 weeks? If so, do half of those activities this week, guys, and you will be right on track. That's what we're talking about, and this is why we gauge this over time. I know a lot of people who kicked off those New Year's resolutions almost 3 months ago and maybe, were idle or didn't get going as quick as they wanted to or stumbled along the way. Do not give up. Do not say, okay, I'll wait until January 2022 to start over again, guys. Monday is your reset, right? You recharge and replenish over the weekend, and you start from scratch on Monday, and let's get that plan to get as much forward progress between now and Sunday, guys. And then engage on all of those activities that we have going on. Either watch the replay or join us live when you can, so that you can participate in all of these things that are going to help you make as much forward progress as possible. In addition, if we talk about getting to that point where you're maybe 25% of the way to your goal, think about those priority items. We don't manage our time, we prioritize it. So do you need to prioritize doing a lot of inviting to a Saturday Discover call? Do you need to prioritize getting on with Kathy and really participating in learning how to use and implement Shuffle for yourself? You think about where you need to prioritize your activity level in order to make that forward progress, and engage in all of those areas that are going to best support those things, whether it's the trainings, whether it's the inviting, whether it's the participation, whether it's the usage. Guys, this is that weekly reminder to lay out your plan and then execute your plan. Next week is going to be here in 7 days. What are we going to do this week is the key. That's sprint planning, guys. Think about what you need to get done, write it down, and make your plan. And over the next 7 days, look at that plan and take 3 to 5 items that are your win list items every day, the high priority things, and find out when you're going to allocate time to fit them in. Remember that we do have things that are certain time sensitive things, a training at a specific time or a discover at a specific time. But otherwise, it's up to you to block the time to get that stuff done. Block time to build or work on your cards, or start to use and share your solution, or reach out and review some of the materials that we've done in the past, etc. Make sure that you're allocating time to do those things so that you could be focused on the activities that are going to make and give you some forward progress in your business, guys.
So to wrap it up, it's another week. It's another opportunity to get better at what we do and move forward, taking one step at a time. It's always exciting to see people joining ER and I on these lives. Whenever we go live, obviously we can't see you, but we can read comments, and thank you everyone, and good morning, because it's probably a lot warmer and a lot less snow where you are compared to where we are right now. I think I was telling ER we got just over 30 inches of snow just where I'm located. And so there'll be a lot of digging out, but that's one thing I've got to work through and prioritize in my prioritization of what this day looks like. We're almost a quarter of a way done with the year. We encourage everyone to lean in with us where we're at. We'll meet you where you're at. I was reading a quote yesterday that I think really hits home on why we always try to go live and communicate and doing a lot of these different types of things, and why we provide something of this sort to the masses and want this to really go to the masses. Each and every one of you as invite referral partners gets that opportunity to do that. But it was a Larry Bird quote, and I'll paraphrase it, but it's basically, I have a feeling that if I put 100% in, I know the positive result will happen. And so that's what we're always working, striving towards, is putting 100% in. That's all I can put in myself. That's all ER can put in. You can't put in 101%. When you hear people say, I'm going to give it 110%, well, it's not possible. I'm going to put 100% in. And I know when I do that on a day-over-day basis, if I did that every day throughout this year so far, I know we're going to see positive results, and I think a lot of you are starting to see a lot of those positive results. So with that from ER myself, unless you got anything, ER?
No, I would just say exactly what you said, Guy. You know, this is the challenge for this week. If anything, let's lean on what Guy just said. My challenge to you is take an opportunity to put in 100% this week, okay? Every time you're focused on anything Elify related, take a deep breath, get yourself situated, and then focus 100%, eliminate all distraction, and give it 100%. Even if it's just for the 15 minutes that you're going to make a phone call, or the hour that you're going to be watching a video, or the 5 minutes that you're going to be sending something out. Take that deep breath and say, I'm going to give this 100%. I'm going to be focused and engaged. I'm going to make sure I'm sending the right material to the right person, or watching the right thing, or getting on the right call. And watch what happens just after doing that for the next 7 days. I promise you, just Guy, like what you said, the results will follow. If you do that for 7 days, my challenge next week will be to repeat that and do it again. And if you do that 4 times over, you will have done it for a month, and you will realize, guys, what we are talking about and what we are doing is achievable by everybody. You just have to put in some dedicated time, energy, and effort, and some focus to getting it done right and doing it at the best of your ability. So today's goal and this week's goal is 100%. Put in 100%, everybody, and the success will follow. So with that being said, from myself and my partner Guy here, we want to wish everybody a great week. We'll see you all on Kathy's training tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.